Hello everyone, Nelon here with another Crystal of Artlan video. So in this video I want to talk about the new gears. I want to showcase the passes with the new gears to you. I've been testing the new classes the last day very extensively, and I came to a conclusion about the best possible gears for literally any class. I want to talk about it in this video. So first off, Rhapsodia is not a fundamentals user. That's very important to note, and I will explain later why that is very important. She just uses quenching and extraordinary, and if you go malice, she uses quenching, extraordinary, and anomaly break. Sadly, anomaly break is completely dog ass useless. So you see what I'm using here right now. So Divinity obviously is the best accessory set no matter what, and I'm using 5 Glimmer. A lot of people will be like, how about 221? 221 OP. China told me.
China now. China. You know, China.
I know China very well.
Xi Jinping himself told me 221 is the set to go. Please, Mr. Streamer, 221 test, please. Okay, so a lot of people have been asking me to test that shit, and I'll show you right now. You know, we're gonna do the test right now, live on this video. So 221, I think is you got this thing here, then you put this thing here, and this is 221, right? So 221, got 2 Behemoth, 2 Glimmer, and this shitty ass Black Feather Breastplate. And as you can see, it does activate 3 and 5 set. Those two do activate while getting the 2 sets of the other 2s each. Now, they all use the same inscriptions. As you can see, I use the same inscriptions on everything, all my setups, everything, same inscriptions. And same upgrade levels, everything's the same as outfit. I'm not using Supreme one because it will RNG it. I'm also not using the Aura because it will RNG it. Decks, I'm using those decks here. Circuits is whatever. I'm crit capping. Maxed out. I just capped out the crit rate. Testing on the dummy. So yeah, let's give it a go. Okay, I kind of butchered the rotation a little bit, but the usual what I get is 42 billion, 41, 42 billion, around there. But yeah, I butchered the rotation a little bit. But this is what I got from my testing. I'm not gonna retest it right now because just one take video, quick showcase. So this was the 221. Then I'll showcase the 5 Glimmer. 5 Glimmer, where is the shoes? Here, okay. So 5 Glimmer, as you can see, same inscriptions You know, everything is the same. I'll go out and then we retry again. Okay, 38 billion. I really budget this also. Usually I'll also get 42 billion here. But even if, let's say not, let's say just here that there's like a 2 billion difference in damage. That the 221 is doing 2 billion more damage here. And that would be around, let's see, how much would it be? Yeah, like 5%. So 5% more damage from the 221 compared to the 5 glimmer. And here comes the problem here. Even if the 221 setup is just 5% better, it is way harder to get that setup done because you need to gamble in 2 different setups, you know. You need to gamble in 2 different setups for 2 specific pieces, which can really fuck you over if you just keep not getting them. And later on, when we get the next raid, is you have to upgrade your current gear to the next stage, and the next stage will not have the compatible activation anymore with Dusk Feather. It will have compatible activation with Glimmer Scale or Behemoth, but it has to be the same set. You know, it's gonna have compatible activation with the with a set. So if you upgrade the Glimmer Scale breastplate to the next Glimmer Scale breastplate, you're still gonna keep your 5-set Glimmer Scale active, so you don't fuck yourself over, but you can't do the Black Feather Cheese anymore. It also costs to upgrade, as I don't have it here, but it costs conscious still to upgrade to the next set. And to switch your current, let's say you are running Behemoth, but Behemoth is fucking useless. To switch the Behemoth to a Glimmer Scale piece, you will need Kraken's Heart and 20 conscious, which would be pretty much like 30 conscious, because you're gonna be dismantling those to get more conscious. But pretty much like 30 conscious, which is 1 week worth of conscious just for one singular piece. And yeah, it depends if you want to risk it and try to greed for the 221 for not even that huge of a difference, and it's gonna be only temporary, because we're gonna be getting the next raid most likely in 1 and 1.5 months. Most likely there we'll get the next raid, and then you have to start upgrading the pieces already. And I feel like Glimmer Scale just is really strong on classes that do not abuse fundamentals. Now, here comes the thing about Malice. You're probably asking, why is this guy not testing Malice? If I test Malice on this class right now, we're all gonna have depression. Me, you, and everyone gonna fall into depression. Now let me show you why. Up. Yo. Wait. We fucked up. We fucked up there. Hold up. I fat fingered my cat. It happens sometimes. You can already see my damage is way lower. Way lower already. Best I got is like 34. Like 34 was the best possible I got. I tested it a lot. I tested it a lot because I was not believing what I'm seeing. You know, I tested it a lot, many times, and every time it didn't go above 35. And let's see how big of a difference that is percentage-wise. So let's say we have 40 billion average, and we try to see how much weaker the 32 is. We're gonna be at like 20%. 80% weaker. Malice with literally perfect inscriptions. I have like everything. Yeah, everything perfect here. And so the conclusion I came to is that the problem here is that there's just no good third inscriptions at the moment. What I'm using fucking swiftness here, which is whatever, and I'm using anomaly break, which is completely useless. So pretty much missing 2 inscriptions that is not making up the damage loss from the not having Glimmer 5 set. And the conclusion here is that Malice is going to giga scale once we get the new inscriptions, because it's gonna you're gonna remove swiftness and put the new inscription into this, and you're gonna remove anomaly break and put the new inscription that buffs the high level skills, which is the main DPS of this class, the high level skills, and then it's gonna be pumping way more than Glimmer. So the problem right now is that currently Malice is a setup only for classes that can abuse fundamentals and quenching, like Empirica, which is the other class of this lolly. Empirica actually performs the best with Malice. Malice is performing the best on Empirica because she can abuse fundamentals and quenching at the same time. So pretty much this is my conclusion about the new sets. Was finally able to test it, and just a TLDR for you guys is that if you do not abuse fundamentals, you go Glimmer 5. If you are abusing fundamentals and quenching, there's someone like a Spectre, Magician can abuse that. What else do we have? Gunner can abuse that also. Mirage can abuse that. Magic Blade can abuse that. You know, those type of classes that have really strong low level skills. Warlock can abuse that. You go Malice. You just go Malice. and wait for, even with the new inscriptions, it's still gonna be really strong, gonna be even better. But yeah, the conclusion is that Behemoth is completely trash, unless you support Sidecut and you go Behemoth to apply the debuffs. The one thing, just before people start flaming me, this thing here, Behemoth Curse Armor damage debuffed plus 25. This is not debuff damage increased by 25%. This is not debuff damage increased by 30%. This is not increasing your damage. It is increased the damage of the Behemoth Cursed Armor debuff, which is like the Scourge or whatever the armor applies. That is getting increased by that thing. But what that buff, people were assuming that was actually like debuff damage increase or something like that. That is not the case. So yeah, pretty much, guys, 221 is good damage wise. It's probably pretty much the best combination you can go for damage. 100% the best combination right now. 221, you'll be doing the most damage, but 5 glimmer is way too close for you to go 221 and not go 5 glimmer. The damage difference is not massive. That way 5 glimmer is just the safest way, the most efficient way to go for players that are caring about damage right now. For those that care about the future and just want to go the most optimal way and take the big fat L right now, you just go Malice 5. Unless you're a fundamentals abuser, then you're not taking an L, you're just chilling. But if you don't abuse fundamentals, your damage is gonna get fucked. Hope this short, quick guide helps you out, guys. Decided to push it out right now, even though right now I'm focusing on the script for my guides for the 2 new characters. I saw way too much not really misinformation, because people got this information from Chinese videos and stuff like that, but just way too many people going bad builds. I wanted to make sure I release this ASAP so people have some numbers, you know, to compare, to see, and to test. And yeah, this is it, pretty much it. I hope this guide helps you out, and you know, I'll see you guys on the next video, which will be the 2 class guides. Hope you're looking forward to it, and yeah, GG's, see you all next time.